We have quite a catch on the dish this morning, and Chef Kerry Heffernan reeled it in. He's known for his outstanding American fare at Southgate here in New York.
He's also an avid saltwater fly fisherman, and he's brought his ultimate dish to us this morning, roasted whole black sea bass stuffed with crab. Good morning. That's
Good morning.
A lot of
Yum.
goodness.
Thank you.
Why is this your ultimate dish?
Well, it's just to have a whole roast fish that you can stuff with crab meat, slice it, have no bones whatsoever. It's a little bit of work, but it's a great celebration. It's something very, very special.
Is this something that people could ever make at home? You know,
Sure.
people are afraid of whole fish.
Yeah, it's a little challenging. Quick hint you might want to do is make sure it's at room temperature before you roast it. And the other thing is to let it rest. You know, pull it out a little before you think it's going to be done. Let it rest about 10 minutes. It's really going to cook through, and see how beautiful and
Yeah, it
perfect.
smells incredible too, and it tastes great. Tell us about these side dishes.
So we have mustard greens with shallots. We have a gratin of rutabaga.
Rutabaga.
We have a clam chowder and a maple flan. And all this stuff is from the East End of Long Island. It's all in season right now, believe it or not.
And you have a near personal relationship with everything on this table. I mean, except the fish. I mean,
Which
you
I'd
didn't-
like to have a personal
You
relationship
didn't
with,
meet
believe
him
me.
in life, but everything else here you kind of dug up, literally, right?
That's right. The clams I harvested outside our home in Sag Harbor. The oysters we actually grow under our dock as part of a spat program
You're
to help
kidding.
repopulate oysters and help filter the water. It's a great thing.
You grow your own oysters?
Yeah.
And then you just go under the dock and...
Pull them up and
Pull 'em up?
whenever you want. There's a dozen for you.
And what are we drinking?
We have some great East End of Long Island wines. This is a Borghese Chardonnay on the North Fork. Very elegant, also sustainable, also a great, great winery on the East End.
Okay, so when you think of other chefs, I read Bourdain's book. There's always some magic moment where, like, the food bug bit them. How did you become a great chef? What was the moment?
Well, there were several moments. I kind of got a job at this place where I grew up in Connecticut called Old McDonald's Farm, and it's a funny little place, believe it or
really
not.
Old
That's
McDonald's
right.
Farm?
Was there an
Amusement
Old
park.
McDonald's?
There was animals, but there was this great, great restaurant. We used to grind a chuck of beef every day for hamburgers. We had whole roast, turkeys and pork loins and all this great stuff. And it was just then, I didn't realize at the time, this was sort of, seating. I was very lucky. My parents were very into food. Growing up on the coast, I had these great influences.
But so you're from Pennsylvania, you grow up in Connecticut, but then you're off to France and you're exploring these tastes and living out of a tent. You're kind of like a crazy Renaissance man when you're not digging up clams under the dock.
Yeah, those were the days. It was amazing. I was able to tour around France on my bike, get a job in the South, work in a bakery, live in a tent, wake up on the beach. It wasn't bad.
Okay, so I skipped ahead to dessert. This is crazy. What is this? It's amazing.
It's as simple as a maple flan. At Southgate, we do a lot of savory custards, but this is obviously a sweet one. It's so easy to cook, very friendly, lots of flavors you can put into flan.
And what is the white stuff on top? Is that cream?
That's a little bit of creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche,
So it's a little bit of a
so-
slightly dairy sour to
So good.
sort of break that up.
So we always ask our chefs, if you could share your perfect meal with someone, who would it be?
I mean, other than us.
Yeah.
Your second choice.
Great company excluded. It would certainly be my family. My parents were both great cooks and inspirations. My wife and my sons helped me go out and dig the clams and tend to the oysters. So sharing it with them would really be the ultimate moment.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a tradition here, which is to sign the dish to the dish.
Okay. Here we go.
Bold. Nice
Great,
signature.
great.
You can read
Thank
the
you
initials
very
at the
much.
very least.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the restaurant where you are now, Southgate.
It's in the Essex House, and we've been open for 4 years. It's a lovely view of Central Park, and a lot of what we serve is obviously highly seasonal. And as much as possible, we like to use the local farmers market. Even this time of year, like I said, we can dig the clams. We have the rutabaga, the mustard greens, all in season right now.
Rutabaga's in season now, and can you cook that just the same way you would cook potatoes?
Rutabaga is surprisingly friendly. You'd make it like a puree, just like mashed potatoes. People will love it.
Well, we do. Wow. Thank you, Kerry Heffernan
Thank you.
from Southgate. We
And-
really
and
appreciate it.
This was great. I hope we're allowed to finish.
Yeah. I
Please
plan
do. I want you to finish. Enjoy.